The life decisions that you make reflect upon you and represent you as an individual. I made a decision to support Ruby Cotton over 4 years ago. I'm glad I made that decision because Ruby has not let me down. You know how you called upon me for every and anything? That's the tradition that Ruby has been carrying on. I am glad to know that so many of you have supported my decision upon Ruby Cotton being your 4th Ward Council person. And she's moving it forward. You complained about the liquor stores, and she's closed a few of them. And I'm proud of her. So May 10th, carry the tradition on. Don't talk about what she hasn't done for you personally. It's about us as a community. She's not no one person's person. She's the community's person. And we need to stand up and support her and each and everything that she does on May the 10th. If you don't help her, don't complain about what she hasn't done, because you haven't done your part either. And I wish her well. I am glad that my decision to bring Ruby under the fold was one that we all agreed upon. 4 years ago, when I first started getting ill, I went to Ruby and asked her about taking my place. Over the years, I have watched her work with the schools, with the community, with the people, and the stability that she had with her family. She's been married to her husband for over 30-some years. That takes a lot of wear and a lot of doing. You gotta be steadfast in this job. This is not a here today and gone tomorrow. And Ruby has proven to me that she can weather the storm through the good, the bad, and the indifference. And I am proud that I chose Ruby, although there may be others that figure that I should have chose them. But you go where God leads you, and He led me to her. And I'm glad to know that she's stepping up, taking another 4 years on.
I've been involved in politics ever since the early 70s. I first got started with my father when they had a different form of government. I was elected as a county committee man in 1978, which is the entry level into the political system here in Patterson. In 1980, I became a councilman. I beat an incumbent who later he became mayor. 1982, I became the first African American City Council president. And in 1986, I was appointed Director of Public Works, first African American to be appointed. 1990, I became Chief of Staff to William Pasquale, who was then mayor. I served in that position until 1995, where I was appointed to the Housing Authority. I was the Director of Operations and Management. I stayed in that position until 2006, where I then retired. I'm a boxing official In 2002, I had the opportunity to referee the biggest fight in the history of heavyweight boxing. To this day, it grossed over $100 million. That was Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis. Now I'm a board member. I just recently retired from the boxing community in 2014, having a record of 75 world title fights and 50 regional title fights, totaling 125 title fights. I now am currently a member of the International Boxing Federation, which is one of the 4 major organizations in boxing, along with the WBC, WBO, and WBA. My wife, this was her second chance. She first ran in 1986. She lost that election to current councilwoman Vera Ames, who served in that capacity for 26 years. And then after that, Councilwoman Ames decided to retire, and she supported my wife in her election for 2012. Councilwoman Cotton has been involved in the political system for over 40 years. She helped start a crime victims fund. She also did an emergency clove drive with Marilyn Wilcox at the time. And since she's been a councilwoman, she's participated in a tremendous number of meetings, organizations. As of to date, she's voted on 1,274 ordinances and over almost 3,000 resolutions. She has had the ability to organize and work with people. She mentioned earlier that she's a part of School 6. In fact, she's being honored May 4th into their Hall of Fame for their 4th annual Hall of Fame dinner at School 6. She's been involved with School 10, School 13, School 21, E.W. Kilpatrick, and also Rosa Parks, which is one of the high schools in the 4th Ward. She's helped with a coordination and collaboration with the 3 senior sites, and we've just added a 4th. We got a Dr. Norman T. Cotton. We've got the Keene Street, and we've got Freedom Village now, and we also have Rise and Dove, which is a Second Baptist. That's their baby there. We worked in coordination with some developers and private entities to bring over 500 units of rehab and new housing with the Patterson Housing Authority for the past 4 years. It's projected that there's going to be another 500 units of rehab and new housing for the next 4 years, working in conjunction with the Patterson Housing Authority and some private developers. She's kept a constant eye on code enforcement, which has been one of her babies that she's worked out very hard. And we just recently made sure that a nuisance liquor store on 27th and 10th Ave will not reopen. It was closed because of violations. We got together with, and we just recently made sure that there was another liquor store down in the 4th Ward that had some serious problems, had a tremendous number of violations, and that's been closed now for 90 days. So her model has been to work hard, tell the people as much truth as possible, get as much facts as possible, and continue to uplift the residents and the citizens in the 4th Ward and beyond to a better way of life. We've been truthful, factual, and worked very hard at organizing. We've been involved with BAND, that means Band Against Neighborhood Destruction. I'm a part of the Street Keepers Group, which certain days during the summertime especially, young men, and we also had a couple of young women. We walked in 16 different trouble spots in the 4th Ward and in other wards, talking to people, talking to the residents, trying to give them some information so they can hopefully get their life together. We've received, like I said earlier, a tremendous amount of calls, and we've tried to answer each one of them. We've got a 24-hour answering service that we've utilized for the past 4 years, and we're looking forward to serving as much as we can. I'm retired, my wife is retired, so she has the ability to respond to calls at various times of the morning and evening. And God has given us energy and enough wisdom to try to continue to develop every section of the ward. And we got a lot of work to do. We've got some people that we have to change. We've got some mindsets that we have to move. And we look forward to another 4 years. And remember, like I said, row 3A, you vote for Cotton, you're never forgotten. And Cotton is a name you can trust. Amen.
I want you to know too that the 4th Ward, I'm looking forward to another 4 years. I am now, as of August of 2015, is a full-time councilwoman, full-time. I can say that. I'm happy that the Lord has able to bless me to do this. I just want you to know too that the quality of life is still going to always be a big issue for us, but I know that working together we can get so many things accomplished. By working with all my groups, that we can get many things. I want to say thank you to my family, my husband, my children, for allowing me to do this, because I do spend a lot of time away from them, so that they know, they understand what I really want to get accomplished in the 4th Ward. I have been part of this community for the last 40 years, being involved with the schools. I have 4 schools in my ward, 5 schools as a matter, School 6, School 10, School 13, School 21, EWK, Kilpatrick, and also Rosa Parks High School. Also, I have worked very closely with many of the churches in my ward, all of my churches in my ward, and the programs that they're trying to do, I'm able to help them to move forward some of their things. So once again, I'm asking you on May 10th of 2016, vote 3A for Ruby Cotton to be re-elected to her 2nd term as 4th Ward Councilwoman in Patterson. And I can say to you that a vote for Cotton, you'll never be forgotten. But one thing I can say about Ruby Cotton is that Cotton is a name that you can trust, and you can trust it always. Thank you so very much.
I want to thank Ms. Ruby Cotton for giving us the clothes for all these years.
I also want to thank Ms. Ruby Cotton for the toys during Christmas for all of the kids. Thank you, Ms. Ruby Cotton.
Thank you, Ms. Ruby Cotton.
Remember, a vote for Cotton and you will never, ever, ever be forgotten. And Cotton is a name you can trust.